I am Ramesh, working as a assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today I am going to be discuss about resolving of forces in engineering mechanics. Actually, engineering mechanics is a study of body under the action of forces. So we need to know how to solve the system of forces. So that's why we are going to be discuss about resolving of forces in engineering mechanics. Resolving of forces means finding the component of system of forces. So what is components? Components means effect of force on a body. So let me discuss about components. In case a particle subjected to an horizontal forces means there is only one component, that is called as horizontal component, because this particle will move only in horizontal direction while applying a horizontal force. Whereas in case suppose we are applying a vertical force on a body means it will move only in one direction, that means vertical directions. So this system having only vertical component, this system having only in horizontal component. Here vertical component is 0, here horizontal component is 0. In case suppose we are taking a inclined force means there is two components, because of this force this particle will move in this direction. At that time it is having horizontal component, at the same time vertical components also. To find the horizontal component and vertical component, we have to follow some rules. In case the angle between the horizontal axis to force is theta x, means horizontal component of this force is f cos theta x. Vertical component of this force is f into sin theta x. In case the angle between the force to vertical axis is given means the sign will change. For the horizontal component we need to apply sin f sin theta y. For vertical component f sin theta x. In case a single force is acting on a body means it is very easy. Suppose n number of forces acting on a particle means we need to follow some other procedure, f3 f4. Place this system in x and y axis. F1 is acting at theta angle to the x axis, f2 is theta 2 and this angle is theta 3 and this angle is theta 4. To solve this kind of system we need to follow some rules. In case we need to find out horizontal component of this force system means we need to find out all the horizontal components for all the forces. In case suppose I am taking F1 force means here horizontal component is F1 cos theta 1, here F2 cos theta 2, here F3 cos theta 3, here F4 cos theta 4. So, we need to add this all the horizontal components. So, summation of horizontal component equal to F1 cos theta 1 plus F2 cos theta 2 plus F3 cos theta 3 plus F4 cos theta 4. But we need to assume some, while adding these forces we need to follow some sign system. I am going to be assume left direction as positive sign and right direction as positive and left direction as negative. So, F1 acting towards right. So, I am going to be give positive sign for this force, and F2 force acting towards left. So, I am going to be change the direction as minus. So, and F3 force acting towards left. So, I am going to be change this directions as negative, and F4 acting towards right. So, this is positive. So, while adding this component we can get total horizontal component of this system. Similarly, while going to the vertical component we need to assume upward direction as positive, downward direction as negative. So, while taking the force system, this force acting towards upward direction. So, this is F1 sin theta and this one F2 sin theta 2, this is sin theta 1, this is sin theta 2, this is F3 sin theta 3 and this one F4 sin theta 4. So, having said that, we need to follow this procedure while adding this vertical component. So, summation of vertical component equal to F1 force acting towards upward. So, F1 sin theta, sin is positive, second one acting towards upward. So, sin is positive, F2 sin theta 2 and third one acting towards downwards. So, this is minus sign F3 sin theta 3 and fourth one also acting towards downwards. So, this is also F4 sin theta 4, sin is minus because this force is acting towards downwards. So, while adding this we can find out vertical component of this force system. In case we need to find out resultant force means we need to follow some one formula, that formula is called as resultant force equal to root of summation of horizontal component square plus summation of vertical component square. Resultant force means a single force which can replace the system with same magnitude, that is called as resultant force. A single force which can replace the force system with same magnitude, that force is called as resultant force. In case we need to find out the direction of resultant force means we need to follow a formula theta, that formula is theta equal to tan inverse of summation of vertical component divided by summation of horizontal component. Let me see the problem. I am going to the problem. First one, find the resultant force and its direction for a given force system. The given force system is first force acting in first quadrant, that value is 200 Newton and angle is 1 into 2 and here 3 into 4 and this force is 50 Newton, angle is 60 degree and here 100 Newton. The angle between the y axis to force is 40 Newton. So, to solve this problem, having said that, we have to follow that rules which we already seen. So, I am going for my convenience, I am going to be convert these forces into components. This first force is 200 Newton. So, horizontal component of this first force is 200 cos theta 1. We need to find out angle of the first force between x axis. This is theta 1. To find out this theta 1, we have to go to trigonometry approach. Let me consider this triangle, and the opposite side is 1, adjacent side is 2. So, I am going to be use tan theta equal to 1 by 2. So, theta equal to theta 1 equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2. So, theta 1 equal to 26.56 degree. Similarly, we need to find out angle here. So, the triangle is this one, opposite side is 3, adjacent side is 4. So, let me consider this as theta 2. So, tan theta 2 equal to 3 by 4, theta 2 equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. So, theta 2 equal to 25.34 degree. So, here this is 200 cos theta 1, a vertical component of this force is 200 sin theta 1. Magnitude of this force is 120 Newton. So, vertical component of this force is 120 sin theta 2, and vertical component of horizontal component of this force system is 120 cos theta 2, and here magnitude of this third one is 50 Newton. So, horizontal component of this third force is 50 cos 60 degree, because the angle between the horizontal axis to force is 60 degree, and vertical component of this third force is 50 sin 60. Similarly, fourth one is 100 Newton. Here the angle is given between vertical axis to force is 40 degree. I am going to be convert this angle into horizontal axis to this force. So, this angle is 90 minus 40 degree. So, 50 degree. So, this angle is 50 degree. So, horizontal component is 100 cos 50, vertical component of this force is 100 sin 50. Now, I am going to be calculate total horizontal component. So, I am going to be use summation of h equal to, while calculating the horizontal component, we have to assume that left side direction force are minus, right side direction force are plus. So, while calculating summation of h, we need to go to first force is 200 cos theta 1, theta 1 is 26.56 degree. So, it is acting towards right side. So, I am going to be give positive sign here. So, 200 cos theta 1 is 26.56 degree. Next force is acting towards left side, so I am going to be give negative sign. So 120 cos theta 2. Theta 2 is 25.34 degree. So I am going to be substitute that value 25.34 degree. And third one is also acting towards left side. So I am going to be give minus sign for that force. The value of that force is 50 cos 60. 50 cos 60 degree. And fourth one 100 cos 50. Sign of this force is positive because this force is acting towards right side. So plus 100 cos 50 degree. So while adding this value, we can get summation of H equal to 109.7 Newton. Similarly, for vertical component, while calculating the vertical component, we need to assume upward force as positive, downward force as negative. So upward force is positive and downward force is negative. So vertical component, while going to the first force, it is acting towards upwards. So this force is positive. So 200 sin theta 1. Theta 1 is 26.56 degree. So 26.56. Next one, next force is acting towards upwards. So that force also positive. So plus 120 sin theta 2. Theta 2 is 25.34 degree. So 25.34. Coming to the third one, third force is acting towards downside. So this force is 50 into sin 60 degree. So we have to give minus sign because this force acting towards downwards. So 50 sin 60. Next one is 100 sin 50. This force also acting towards downwards. So we have to use minus sign. So 100 sin 50 degree. So total vertical component of this force system is 20.84 Newton. Actually, they are asking that we need to find out resultant force and its direction. Resultant force and its direction. So we know the formula to calculate resultant force. Resultant force equal to root of summation of h square plus summation of v square. Summation of h means vertical component of this force system. Summation of v means vertical component of this force system. We know the value of horizontal component and vertical component. Summation of h is 109.7 Newton. So 109.7 square plus vertical component is 20.84. 20.84 square. While calculating this, resultant force is 11.66 Newton. This is the magnitude of the resultant force. We need to calculate direction too. For that, we know the formula theta equal to tan inverse of summation of vertical component divided by summation of horizontal component. So theta equal to tan inverse of summation of v 20.84, summation of h 109.7. So 109.7. So theta equal to 10.75 degree. Theta equal to 10.75 degree. Finally, we need to locate this resultant force in this system. Finally, we need to locate the resultant force. For that, first of all, we have to draw the axis, this x axis, y axis. To locate the resultant force, we need to find out sign of the original component and sign of the vertical component. Here the sign of the original component is positive and sign of the vertical component is also positive. So, positive means we need to locate the resultant force in first quadrant. This is positive, positive, this is negative, positive, this is negative, negative, this is positive, negative. So, original component sign is positive, vertical component sign also positive. So, resultant force will appear in first quadrant here. Resultant force value is 111.66 Newton. The direction of the resultant force is 10.75 degree to the horizontal axis. Okay, let me go to the next problem. In first problem, we found the resultant force and its direction. In this case, we have to find out unknown force and its directions. Let me take a problem. Find the magnitude and direction of a unknown force for given force system. Consider this system is in equilibrium. Okay, the given force system is this y and this is x. This is the unknown force F, the angle is theta, and here 4.5 kilonewton forces are acting, and here 7.5 kilonewton force acting. The angle between the force to the y axis is 30 degree. In fourth quadrant, one force is acting. The magnitude of this force is 2.25 kilonewton. Direction of force is 6 degree to the x axis. So, here we need to find out magnitude of this unknown force and direction of this unknown force, that means theta. Here the system is in equilibrium. Equilibrium means all the summation of original component is 0 and summation of vertical component is 0, because the system will not move. Okay, that is why the system is in equilibrium. So, we have to take summation of original component as 0, summation of vertical component as 0. So, while solving this problem, we have to divide it into two components. This is F force. So, for my convenience, I am going to divide all the forces into two components. This is F, it is acting at theta angle to the x axis. So, vertical component of this force is F sin theta, this one is F cos theta. This is original component of this force, this is vertical component of this force. And second force is acting towards left side exactly. The magnitude of this force is 4.5 kilonewton. So, this force having only one component, that is original components, because it is acting exactly horizontal direction. So, third one is acting in third quadrant. The magnitude of this force is 7.5 kilonewton. Angle between the force to the y axis is 30 degree. For my convenience, I am going to convert this angle to x axis, this is 60 degree. That means this is 90 minus 30, 60 degree. So, vertical component of this force is 7.5 sin 60, original component of this force is 7.5 cos 60. And taking to the fourth one, magnitude of that force is 2.25 kilonewton acting at 6 degree to the x axis. So, original component of this force is 2.25 cos 60, vertical component of this force is 2.25 sin 60 degree. Okay. Having said that, the system is in equilibrium. So, original component equal to 0. So, summation of all original component equal to 0. So, I am going to be add this all original component. So, f sin f cos theta for the first force f cos theta, it is acting towards right side. So, I am going to be give right side as positive and left side as negative. So, first one acting towards right side. So, plus f cos theta. Second one acting towards left side. So, minus 4.5 kilonewton. While considering the third one, it is acting towards left side. So, I am going to be give minus sign, then magnitude of that force is 7.5 cos 60, cos 60. Next one acting towards right side. So, I am going to give positive sign. So, 2.25 cos 60 equal to 0, because all the original component equal to 0, because the system is in equilibrium. So, while solving this equation, we can get f cos theta equal to 7.125. Let me consider this as equation 1. Similarly, we need to find out vertical component. So, summation of vertical component equal to 0. While calculating the vertical component, we have to assume like upward is positive, downward is negative. So, while taking the first force, vertical component of the first force is f sin theta. This force acting towards upside. So, positive sign. So, f sin theta. Next one, while considering the second force, there is no vertical components because this force is acting only in horizontal direction. Let me go to the third one. This force is acting towards downwards. So, I am going to give minus sign. Magnitude of this force is 7.5 sin 60. While coming to the last one, this force also acting towards downside. So, I am going to be give minus sign. Magnitude of this force is 2.25 sin 60 equal to 0. While solving this equation, we can get f sin theta equal to 8.44. So, this is equation 2. I am going to be divide equation 2 by equation 1. So, f sin theta divided by f cos theta equal to 8.44 divided by 7.25. So, f cancel. So, sin theta by cos theta equal to tan theta equal to 1.18 degree. So, theta equal to tan inverse of 1.18 18, so theta 49.8 degree. So we found the direction of this unknown force. Again we need to find out magnitude of this unknown force. For that we need to substitute theta value in equation 1 or 2. I am going to be substitute theta value in equation 1. Equation 1 is F cos theta equal to 7.125. So, F equal to 7.125 divided by cos theta is 49.8 degree. So, unknown force magnitude is 11 Newton. In this problem, we found unknown force and its direction for the given force system. Here they said that the system is in equilibrium, that is why we took summation of horizontal component equal to 0, summation of vertical component equal to 0. We can solve these problems by using vector approach too. Otherwise, we can use graphical method to solve this problem. This is trigonometry method. This is easy one. We have seen trigonometry method to solve the system of forces. That's all. Thank you.